Welcome back to another software update. Now today we're looking at the Full Self-Drive Beta version 11.4.7.2. So now you may have had an older version of this. So this may not be new to you, but I have not done any drives on this update or this sort of version of the update. So real quick, let's talk about just a couple things that are new here. So it is supposed to have improved short deadline lane changes, meaning that the car should not take as many like small stupid lanes that it shouldn't be in, causing you to kind of get off your path. So our speed changes should be a little bit more comfortable, and it should improve auto braking in response to people in different vehicles cutting into your lane, as well as it introduced emergency braking for general obstacles. So it's a lot of this stuff you don't really know exactly what it means. You really have to get out there and just drive and see if it feels any different. But let's take a look at what's actually on the screen that's different. So first off, let's go in here to the settings, and under display we now have something called reduced blue light. So you click on that and turn it on. It's supposed to make this easier on your eyes. So I'm assuming this is going to be a little better for night driving. Automatically adjust to warmer colors at night. Yeah, so it's more of a night kind of thing. It's been doing it on our phones and computers for years now. So now we apparently have it inside of our cars. Now we have a dot down here on the bottom on the menu option. We click on that. So it looks like there's some changes to Spotify here. I got this data sharing thing that has popped up I've never seen before, which basically says that at the start and end of all of our drives, do I want to report all of that over to Tesla? It's not required, but of course, because it helps with autopilot and full self-drive programming, so I'll do that. So I got them all turned on, and then we're down to Spotify. Now, I don't really know what's new on Spotify. I don't have Spotify. But we don't have any more blue dots anywhere on the screen here, so we're going to go ahead and get on with the drive. All right, now we've got a destination in mind here, and we're going to start off in a neighborhood. This has a lot of opportunities for avoiding people, other cars coming, and what we're looking at is if we can find a car in an unmarked road like here in the neighborhood, that's what we're going to want to see, because this is supposed to be one area of improvement. So we're going to see if we can actually find another vehicle coming at us here. Let's see what we can get. So a little bit of weird slowing there as it was trying to decide what to do with that speed limit sign. And like right now we're slowing down to 16, 17 miles per hour, which, I mean, this is my neighborhood. I drive through here all the time on full self-drive. And I don't generally slow down, and these are pretty much the same vehicles that are usually here. And so we'll see here what it does on this first stop. So we're stopping back in front of the crosswalk, then we're gonna creep forward. There's no cars coming, lots of opportunity to have gone. Then we got two Teslas here. See us watching both those cars, pretty cool. And it's gonna go. Wave to that person who does not wave back. What a freaking dick. Come on, you get waved to, wave back. Especially if you're another Tesla driver. What is this? Come on now. All right, so we're gonna go. We should slow down for this speed bump up here. I'm assuming none of that has changed with this update. Yeah, here it comes. Slowing down, looking good. Now, we're gonna be turning red at the end here, and it's always been a challenge for full self-drive to make this turn without going into the bus lane. But again, it's slowing down here. 24 miles per hour. It's set at 26. I suppose it's probably just doing that to keep track of the speed. I'm going to give a little bit more leeway on the speed. You don't have to be going right at 25. And now here's our first attempt at the stop. Okay, so we got a green light, and there's a car that's going to go for it. Okay, so now we should go right into this turn. And okay, yellow light, but it should still go. Good. Oh boy. Okay, it almost went in, then it corrected itself. Now here's a emergency response vehicle. This car should pull over to the side. I'm going to have to do it for it, of course, because the car is not going to do that. All right. That's one thing that, of course, they're going to have to figure out what to do with emergency response. Put it back in full self-drive. There we go. And it's going to pull itself back onto the lane for me. But this is why there's still lots of opportunity for, I mean, the driver has to still be very engaged and paying attention. And, yeah, I mean, it's just there's a lot of things that haven't programmed into it yet to deal with. So when that day comes, it'll be nice. Now, this next thing it's got to do is get to the left up here on this turn lane. And it should get right over X. Oh, that was perfect. Because, guys, I mean, like 3 updates ago, what would happen is I would drive halfway down this turn lane and trying to get in over here to turn left. And if there was already backed up with cars, you're screwed. You'd have to go through it or like stop at the light or slow down trying to get in. It was just a disaster. So... also, it's saying that this truck in front of me has its blinker on, as you can see on the screen, but the truck does not have its blinker on, which is also interesting because usually that was really accurate, but it's clearly wrong here. So, I don't know. So far, I've not been overly impressed with some of this stuff, as again, I've driven this hundreds of times, so I'm very familiar with what the car does and on this road. So yeah, that's kind of weird. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can make this light. And by the way, as we're making this turn, have you guys seen my video? Actually, it hasn't come out quite yet. I have this suede dash cover on it right now on my dash, and I really thought I wasn't gonna like it, but I actually really, really like it. It adds a totally different style. Oh, that was good. That was real good. It adds a totally different style to your dash, and it's really quite sporty looking, that really nice suede black up there. Yeah, I mean, I did a full review on it. It's coming out later this week, so definitely check it out. I'm actually reviewed a whole bunch of new stuff that Vion just came out with, which are this phone mount I'm using right here, which is really good, really strong magnet and adjustable, out of sight. There's a bunch of real cool things. All right, so now we're gonna go on this for a little bit longer. Now, by the way, you can see my hand, I'm not touching the screen, but watch, all of a sudden it went away up there. I didn't touch the wheel or any other indicator. The way I'm doing that, the way I'm satisfying the wheel nag, is I'm using sexy buttons. So I have a button down here I'll show you a little image of it here, next to my cup holder, that I have it programmed to satisfy the nag. So I just press that button and it satisfies it. Now, you can very easily misuse that. My left hand is always still on the wheel, just kind of sliding between my fingers, because it is clearly not ready for that yet. Entirely, even though on rides like this I haven't had any interaction yet, it's not ready for that. So don't, if you do have sexy buttons or you're thinking of buying them just for doing this, please don't. That's really not what they're designed for, and it's not safe. So yeah, you want to make sure you always keep your hand there. I don't like flicking the wheel all the time. It messes with my volume or my speed, and I don't really like putting pressure on the wheel to do it. So I just press the button, and it's just fine. But again, always keep your hand on the wheel. So I'm gonna let it go 45. I'm gonna slide it up there. This wheel right here is controlled, so we should be turning right, not here, but at the next light, and then it's gonna navigate its way sort of back. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how it handles that. It's supposed to be like accelerating, decelerating smoother. And let's see, we got a pothole. Why did that car just swerve? Oh, a dead animal. Well, we just ran over it. So I guess that wasn't one of the new obstacles that it's going to do better at swerving or stopping for, which I'm glad. There was no need to swerve on that. But yeah, I found I just love pressing the sexy button down here to satisfy the wheel nag. It's real good. Okay, so here's our turn. It's gonna brakes pretty hard at the last minute. Oh, right over a bunch of glass. Dang it. Yuck. Okay, so now we're navigating on no line streets. So we're going through this kind of like this neighborhood here. Looks like we got a dog walking. We got a speed bump here. Is it gonna see it? It's not marked. Nope. We went full speed over it. But so you can see we're kind of going through the middle here. Again, another speed bump. Boom. Ow, we almost got air on that thing. Dang it. Another one. Okay, guys, sorry. I had to slam on the brakes there. So it's a very unmarked speed bump. So here's a car coming. What are we gonna do? Sorry. Yeah, see, that was all my fault right there, the car's fault. It should have gotten over. It didn't. It stayed right in the center of the lane. That was horrible. Come on, Tesla. This is like, we had no problem with this before. Look at these speed bumps. I can't even drive through this neighborhood on full self-drive because it is not slowing down for them. And these are aggressive. Like, they're like probably a foot aggressive on these things. Wow. All right, let's go to the next one. So basically the car wanted me to turn around back there at that dead end, but people were so used to that apparently that what they did was they blocked their driveways off with like pots and stuff. And this way it did notice it was blocked off to the right there, as you guys can see in the Insta360 camera on top. So again, I'm gonna turn this autopilot on again here with this car and see how it handles it. So what it's actually doing is it slowed down, wait for the car to pass, and then it went forward. So it would not share the road with it. See, another one. I can't hit that hard. I just absolutely cannot let full self-drive have its way in this neighborhood. Man, that sucks. Okay, well, this neighborhood is off limits. If you live here, don't go full self-driving in it. All right, let's turn here and get ready for our next one. Now, this is a busy road. Put it in full self-drive right here. Are we gonna share with this guy to the right, or are we going to wait for him to turn? Okay, so we are going to get up next to him. All right, so there's cars coming. This is a really steep left. You guys can see on the top view of the car, really steep to the right, but it has to look to the left really because I'm at an angle. I'm kind of turned towards the right turn. Oh, and now there's a truck there. So what's it gonna do? Oh, it can't even see. Yeah, I'm creeping forward myself here because full self-drive cannot see. Okay, it's gonna go. Yeah, there's no freaking way. This truck absolutely blinded full self-drive. He's like revving up. All right, here we go. All right, now we're going again. Let's see where we actually get up here. So we're gonna be making a left turn at this light, yet we're passing it. What is going on? Continue trip. Oh, I just didn't start the navigation. This one's on me. See, look at that. The car was going to turn right there. What the heck is going on? Oh my gosh. The car was legit going to turn, even though I wasn't in the turn lane. What the frick is going on? Yeah, take control. I do have control, you psychotic animal. Okay, we're going to try this again, but I'm going to approach it from this other side this time. And let's see if we can't fix this here. So I'm going to do this roundabout here. In fact, I'm going to engage autopilot full self-drive right here. Okay, so I'm in this loop. Let's see if we can navigate out of this loop. At least. I have been just, like, I usually can make, holy crap. It was going to run over that curb. What is going on? Please give me my last update back. All right, let's keep it. Let's see what happens here. I've made this. Oh, we're not even going to stop for that stop sign. Yeah, I mean, stop signs apparently with this update are just suggestions. They're not a real thing. Okay, so that's good to know. Now we're going to turn right here. This is unbelievable. I make this drive tons of times, like countless times. I've taken this exact route as I've been testing full self-drive for years, and I have never had this experience before. It's pretty pathetic. Anyway, that's fine. Full self-drive is going good and bad on its way to becoming better. No problem there. We'll let it send all the information each time I disengage automatically back to Tesla, and hopefully they'll continue to make improvements on it. I mean, just because this drive has issues doesn't mean that full self-drive overall is going worse. It's just in the drive we happen to be doing in this review of this latest update, we're having some struggles, to say the least. So let's see how it does in the last 7 minutes here, last 3 miles of this drive, and see if we can end strong. Because it's not how you start, it's how you finish, right? That's what they say anyway. Okay, so, wow. I mean, I could swear that in this update it said it handles other cars better. Here's a train track. We're blasting through it. It used to slow down on train tracks. Didn't anymore. And that car back there was not even in my lane. It was turning out of a turn lane beside me, and it slowed down for it. You know, people behind you are going to be like, what are you doing? I went down probably 5-6 miles per hour there. Again, doesn't usually do that. So I don't know what it's been smoking, but full self-drive be on crack or something. Okay, here's some cones for construction guy. Are we going to swerve away from them? I don't know. You guys tell me. Did it? It didn't feel like it did. I mean, maybe slightly. I guess the title of this video is going to be something update number whatever it is has gone mad, and it would be accurate. Okay, so does it see the green light? We're going to go straight through this one. Okay. So we're going, we have a speed limit set at 37. It's 35 through here. So, you know, okay, we got is that a bus? Okay, but its lights aren't on. Man. Crazy stuff. So there's a bus pulled off to the side. Let's see if the car reacts to this at all. Hopefully everyone's okay in there. Probably just a little bit early. Okay, we turned on a blinker when we didn't need one. There was, we were just staying in our own lane. It does that a lot though. I'll be excited when one of the update notes says only uses blinker when you're actually turning. Man, I feel like I'm ripping full self-drive, but I'm not. I'm just trying to be honest and give you an accurate reaction to what's going on with this drive. I mean, it's so easy to sit here and talk about how great full self-drive is, and it is great. I love it. That's why I do this stuff. But this is not one of those drives. So, you know, I'm not one of those YouTubers that just tells you only what everyone wants to hear. And I know I'll probably get a bunch of dislikes for talking crap about it, but I'm just trying to be accurate and honest about what's going on. So autopilot full self-drive just disengaged there. I didn't press anything. So I have a second button down here that is engage and disengage full self-drive. So this one over here satisfies, on the left, satisfies the nag, and the one on the right turns on and turns off full self-drive. So what I must have done is I must have pressed the disengage button rather than the engage button. I forgot I had set it that way. Like, I feel like it should have swerved away from that car just a little bit on that side of the road, but on one hand, I'm also glad it didn't do that, just because it can make, you know, oncoming cars a little more nervous. Anyway, the rest of this road looks like it's pretty straight and boring, so we'll go ahead and wrap this up. How many of you guys got this update? Let me know down in the comments. Let's get some conversation going. What has been your experience? Looks like we're picking up some speed here. With the latest software updates, do you guys love them? Do they drive you crazy? What's your you know, kind of what's your feeling with all that? And then what I'll also do is on my way back to my house, I'll leave the cameras running if you guys want to watch the rest of this drive as I navigate back there. So thank you everybody for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. That really helps me grow this channel. And wait. We've got a roundabout coming up here. Hold the phone. Let's do this. Okay, roundabout 25 miles per hour. Slow down. There you go. Jeepers. Okay, so 25 miles per hour. Let's go. Let's do this. Here's a roundabout. Pretty obvious. Got to yield. Good. You didn't stop. I like that. Excellent. Good work. Good work. And our destination is actually, I'm going to end this and quickly send it off to my house. So let's go. We got one more roundabout to go through up here. Oh, these are fun. These are like true tests. I'm actually going to do this one a little different. I'm going to give it 5 miles per hour more that it can use and see if it self-regulates the speed through these roundabouts. This has been a fun video. I mean, full self-drive kind of sucked, but it's been a fun video. Okay, turning here. Our other cars, no one's coming in right now. Okay, this time it hit the brakes pretty hard as it yielded. Okay, we're going to go to the right. I guess we're going to the right. What? Maybe it knows something I don't? Apparently it does. I was off on some other track, and this is why we use navigation. Okay, excellent. Well, let's get it done. We're in 10 Trails right now in Black Diamond. If you guys live around here, if you're curious where I'm driving, I'm in South King County. All right, good. Okay, so hit the brakes really hard. You know what, guys, I have to say, I don't see any improvements whatsoever in the speed, how it controls the speed, like the acceleration and deceleration. It's supposed to be smoother. It's not smoother. It's just as choppy and aggressive as it was, which, by the way, I'm okay with. I actually rather enjoy it. It's kind of like how I drive. So I don't really care, but it's not smoother. It's just not. At least, maybe in the city, you guys will see some changes, those of you guys who drive or live near cities. In my rural area that I live, I don't see any changes. So, picked up a man way off to the side, so that was good. But, anyway. All right, guys, I'm going to let the tapes run for a little bit here, but thanks for watching again. Love you guys, and we'll talk to you on the next one.